Time to build some waterfalls. Double check everything. Alright. Good. Alright, we're gonna build some more waterfalls in Rivendell today. Just gonna pull up my codes here. Sure everything's working. Okay. Yeah, so we got a couple waterfalls here, but we're gonna build some more. Kind of go crazy with it. See what we can get up to at the dev ground command. I'm just gonna double check here. Spawn dev. Okay. Doesn't come up. Yeah, so I'm thinking we can add some waterfalls, maybe here and then at the entrance. But we'll use this as like a little testing area. See if this works here. Ooh, that's not working. Usually the position works. Pause equals 0, 0, 0. See if this works, because it should. We're in debug mode. Interesting. Wonder why that isn't working. Might just have to use the natural terrain, but let's see if I can figure this out. Location dev ground 2. Dev ground. Radius 20. Yeah, I'm not sure why the dev ground isn't working. That's really weird. It should. Yeah, it's usually this would work with the position. Oh, interesting. Oh, might just create some natural looking waterfalls in. I was gonna go crazy with the terrain modifier, but I'm gonna check the EWP Discord real quick, see what's going on. This will work. Alright. Well, since we're looking for a fix now for the dev ground, we're gonna find some natural, something natural I can add water to. Make some more waterfalls. Thinking down this hill would be pretty cool. Make sure my dev commands are enabled. Yes, they are. Dev ground. Okay. Water liquid. Let's find a good spot. Down here, across the path, maybe. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Awesome water coming down here, and then we'll freeze it. Water, liquid. Oops. Okay, copy. Let's try it here and see what happens. Spawn. Water liquid. Okay, I got a tool. Oops. And we freeze it. And voila. A waterfall. Let's see where this water actually goes. Okay, looks like it comes around here and goes down. The music going again. And of course Firefox just doesn't want to work right now. Okay, there we go. We had Control F3 going, so I was messing stuff up. Let's go ahead and oh, it's funny, there's leftover water. Object ID equals water liquid. Let's do 10. Because there's still some leftover water here. That's interesting. Okay, water's gone. Cool. Let's check the EW Discord. Dev ground. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Dev ground 1. And then we can make a waterfall based off of that. Where's my little book? Rune. Kind of smooth things out by holding control on the side. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Alright, let's see what this looks like. And we can try to have a waterfall come off of that. Okay. Copy. Oops. What did I do? Shoot, I think I just messed up. My notepad. Okay, back to it. Waterfall time. So we're gonna spawn water liquid. And then we shall freeze it. This is always fun. You gotta freeze it pretty early, otherwise that happens. I want it to come like off of this rock here. So let's see if we can get this to work. Like that, that's what we're looking for, but a little bit higher. Ta-da! So I just did the undo button, and it came down pretty quickly, but now we got a bunch of water. It's like kind of floating. That seems to be a problem with that. Let's see what happens if I just let it go. Alright, we're gonna remove it. This might be actually too tall. I do it like here. Nope. Just kind of have to finesse it a little bit. Ah, shoot. Remove. Let's get this tool up. I need to make a hotkey for this. Boom. Yeah, but then it's kind of floating down there. It doesn't actually go down. Water behaves really funny in this game. Maybe we move it backwards, like up the hill a little bit more. Let's see. Dev ground, dev ground, dev ground. Yeah. This is what I used to create the lava flows for Mount Doom. Make really tall terrain with a dev ground command. Let's see. Maybe I can create like a little inlet. Yeah, let's try that. In here. We can go through. And that way the water has something to attach to when it comes down. But let's see if this works. Like this. Go up a little bit. Okay. And then we need to make some ground here. Alright, let's see what happens. Now let's pull up my tool. On water liquid. Down it comes. And let it fall down. As if we freeze it now. Okay. We're getting somewhere. But the water kind of like, it creates like, oh, this weird area. It's like floating right here for some reason. It doesn't actually attach itself to the ground. But I could work around that by making like walls. Like that. It's kind of like a little pool up here. Oops. But yeah, let's see. Try this. Now we'll remove the trees later. Let's just get a kind of a wall set up. How far does this go? Kind of cool. It's like a little water pool. Boop, boop. Yeah. These deer. Give it a little decoration. Kind of an idea of what it would look like. And then it can add more water here to kind of complete it. This is not enough. This acts like water. We're swimming up it. That's awesome. What happens if I put a boat here? Surf's up. That. Oh. Crazy mechanics. It like wants to go forward. It's funny. Alright, let's do another. Spawn some more water here. I'll get the tool. And then spawn some water. Yeah, we'll freeze it once it settles a little bit. That. Now it's kind of encroaching into here. But we can like build over this and kind of cover it up. And this is all vanilla compatible too, which is what's great about it. Maybe that's too far down the hill. Let's see. See what happens. So wherever you spawn the water in, you can remove it using object ID. So radius. So I want to keep the radius smaller, otherwise it'll take out the water above it. But let's see if we do 5. Was that destroyed? Yeah, it was. So now we're back to the original liquid that was spawned up here. Let's remove this tree. Object remove. Let's see what this looks like just walking up the hill. So come around here. Maybe go through here. And there's a wall there, so you don't know there's water back there. And then you look to the right, and then you can see that there's water coming down. See if I can make it go up to like maybe there. Let's see if this works. We'll add ground. I'll raise it up. Don't know if the water will attach itself to it. It should. Now there's ground filling that space. And we could smooth it out afterwards, but it's gonna look kind of jagged for a second. Fill it in. And let's see if this works. smooth it out a little bit. Ooh, can't see. Okay, it doesn't seem to react to the terrain tool, just what I was doing there with this thing, so what happens if we level it like this? See if it changes at all. Water just acts really funny. We can always reset it too. Or I can build around it. Like put some stones up around it. Let's see what that looks like. Hammer, rock, or forest. Scale. Bulls. 0.5, 0.5, 1. So you can actually change the scale of certain things. Okay, would adjust the size of it. What happens if we do that? So it'll make it like thin on one side, like that. So you can flatten rocks using the scale. Man, which is pretty sweet. This is we're just testing here. Kind of give us an idea of what it could look like. See what's going on in here. Okay, getting somewhere. I need like water like right here coming down. Let's try this. I need to do a test thing, hold on. So if we just that, is that undoable? No, it's not, okay. I think only if I use this, like the cultivator. Oh, that's not undoable. Ah, there's some terrain change you could do that was... I could go back if I needed to. What was it? Level ground? Maybe? Alright, anyways, we'll dig it this way. What happens if we try to use a cultivator and flatten it a little bit? See what the water does. So I can use my other terrain tool to revert this ground actually. I remember what it was. That's still not showing up. It's kind of going like underneath. Try this. Where is this water going? Just hiding itself? Yeah, the terrain thinks it's still up here, but... Come water. Alright, let's try spawning in another water liquid and see if we can fill this in. Let's get our tool. Grab that, and then we can spawn the water liquid. And freeze. Oh, went a little overboard. Just getting past too quickly. I think I need to build like a natural wall to stop it from getting past this wall, and then we can adjust it once we freeze it. That looks pretty cool. I like that a lot. Try that one more time. I'm gonna delete the area. Boom. Okay, so that's gone. And, oh crap, freeze. Okay. It's so much water. Just a huge waterfall. It does look cool though. Yeah, so this will act like it's kind of wet here, like it's trickling through, which I don't really mind, but we can cover up some of that. Jeez. That's kind of cool. It looks like there's water coming down from here. Maybe I can make like a water, I guess like an intake almost, because the next waterfall starts right here, so I can connect the two from underneath. So that's where like the water's coming from, down the mountain and then through the city. Can you swim up the water? If it acts like water, yes you can. Yep. Up we go. I love that. It's pretty fun to mess around with it. Am I stuck? No. I'm kind of liking that actually. Let's see. Paint the area with it. And then if we give it some grass here, cover it up a little bit. I gotta be careful because if I raise the that's busted, yep. If I raise the ground somewhere here, the water will go, you know, who knows where, so you gotta be careful with that. But luckily I got the world file backed up, so I'm just kind of messing around right now. See what I can pull off with the waterfalls. Okay. Yeah, try to get rid of this piece of water. It just wants to keep coming. Go away. Build a little wall here. Try and divert it. But I already froze it, so that's a thing. It's kind of frozen. So you kind of, after you freeze it, you pretty much have to mask it, so yeah. I'll try the waterfall one more time. I'm gonna try and freeze it before the water gets too far down here. And then we'll fix this area. But I'm gonna make a little wall right here first before we do that. Natural wall to prevent it from getting through. And then I can flatten it later. Revert it back to what it was. Hey, we are a water engineer. Okay. This should be good. Okay. Remove. Okay, that's gone. Get our tool. And then we'll spawn the water. Kind of have to be quick with it. Ooh, freeze. Yeah. Did this come through? No, it didn't. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Boom. We're going up. Swim. Nice. And I might not even need the water behind here. Wait, no, I do, because it's kind of melting together with the other. See how that's doing that? So this is like the original water that was spawned in, and this is coming down and flowing into it. Kind of looks like a little wave too, which, yeah, it's cool. All right, we gotta take a raft down this. Let's try it out. Where is it? My name is Mr. Holmes TV, and this is Jackass. Woo! Let's go! Oh, cool. You can actually sail down it. Awesome. Alright. So let's take a look again, see what this all looks like. That needs some decoration. Okay, that's pretty cool. And like touched up now with moss and maybe, let's see. Yeah, we just kind of decorate. I want to smooth out this top area. Yeah. Cool. Try and round these corners off, but Valheim likes to build in grids with the, at least with the terrain. Maybe we bring that back a little bit. We can smooth it out with this tool. There we go. The water's starting to creep up the side there. Now we paint it. Cool. I like it. And let's see. Yes, looks like it should be there. We'll give it some more detail in a second, but just trying to get viewed at different angles. Yeah, that's cool. This looks great from here. I am happy with that. Okay, cool. So it's frozen now. Oh, I need to stop it from updating. So there's a command you can use. This helps the water from basically saving every so often. There we go. And I think there's one more back there. Make sure we get that. Okay, should be good. Just helps the performance. Alright. Keep the log there. Let's revert this terrain. Reset terrain. If I do alt, let's see what happens. Okay, cool. This is original terrain. You can kind of tell when it's original, just based off like the little bumps in the ground. So I should be able to just revert this back. Then we get our wall back. Okay, I'm gonna chop this log in half. Cool. Get rid of these. Yeah, water's kind of funny. Where, like if I spawn in water liquid multiple times, one of them will act like water. So this is all true water. And you can swim in it. And then some of it won't act like water, so I don't think this will. Oh, this one is now. Okay, interesting. Before this one wasn't. Let's see if this acts like it. Doesn't seem like it. This one doesn't. So yeah, you just kind of fall right through it. But it's pretty cool that that it will act like water. I think it's like, I don't know if it's like a certain radius when that happens, but yeah. The behaviors of water liquid are... You could come up with a class on how to work with it. All these little details. I need to add more stone here too. Oh. I'm always finding something on the map I need to fix. Alright, we'll do this and then we'll go to the next waterfall. Number 2. Is that lined up? I can't tell. Yeah, okay. I hate building and then you come back to it, it's like off by a degree. Because I use gizmo tools, so that can happen a lot. If you set your like rotation pieces, it's at 64 right now, I think. Yeah, now it's at 32. And then sometimes you can't see because it's so bright like that. Ugh, I hate that. Like that. Like that. There we go. Spam, spam, spam. Okay, let's smooth this back out. All these tools I'm using are vanilla compatible, so you can experience this in a vanilla playthrough. And then I don't think this area is vanilla, so I gotta flatten it again. Let's see, start here. Oops. Then we got pretty much have to fly and hold control to smooth it out. That. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Keep it all smooth. Oh, okay. NPCs on the map. Okay, there we go. What is that? Oh, Lena. There's a bug with the mod. I should spawn in like that, but I don't know, for some reason the mod's like, nope. Not putting on their tunics. Okay. looking good. Can add some trees at the top. That's what we need to do. We'll do that, and then we'll move along to the next waterfall. I want to get at least a couple down. It's looking good. Ooh, I wonder if I could place VFX. Oh gosh, one second. Let me check. I know I can replace objects with VFX, but let me just check my commands here. VFX object prefab equals VFX. What's something that looks like water? Liquid? Lightfoot? Encumbered? No. Water impact. I don't think that's a repeatable one though. No, that's just the impact. I'll have to look these up. The VFX list. Fog? Because there's that dragon tears. Maybe let's see if that's one. Dragon tear? Cold breath? Look at that. Goodness. Don't think that's repeatable though. It needs to be like a consistent VFX. Dragon tears. I think I had some over here that kind of give off some mist. What were they? These little guys. What are you? Like that. What is it? I'm blanking on the name of it. You have to like go into here and find it. But yeah, they give off a little bit of mist from the water. I'm just blanking on what the name is right now for those things. But there's like this where you're kind of, yeah, your character's wet and it's kind of dripping. VFX wet. Not set to VFX, probably invalid prefab name. Okay, so can't replace it with that. Shoot. But yeah, you can see there's 425 VFX in the game. Beach. Like this. A little artisan thing. X artisan. Table. VFX tard. No, don't want that. I keep thinking about dragons, but Jogger. Let's go through like the alphabet and see if anything sticks out that I can use for VFX. Torch. Maybe ice? Nope, too much. That looked kind of cool. It's kind of too chunky though. Yeah, not too many ice ones. Wisp? Oh, the wisp. No, what was it? Pick up a wisp. Oh, whoops. I didn't bring in the... Oh, it's just that little thing there. Okay, that's not too much. Refinery, replant. What's the refinery one? Oh. No, I need something constant. I don't think I'm gonna find anything. AKL, and then last line. Let's see if we can find something quickly. If not, that's okay. Trying to get a VFX for the waterfall. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's alright. Moving on. That's what we got so far. And then I'm thinking we'll keep this going, and then have like maybe the mountains still stick out, so keep it at least the cliff or the edge of the hill like right here, so we still got some snow on the top. Maybe I'll start the hill again like right here. Dev ground. That too high? Maybe like here. get to slope down a little bit, but kind of blends into the hillside once I smooth it all out. And we'll probably do one more, like right here. Okay. How this is looking. Okay, yep, looking good. You can still see the mountain, just some of it. Yeah, because this is like the highest peak right there. Smoothing out what I can. Okay, now where do we put the next waterfall? Thinking like right here. But where would it go? Where would the water flow to? Oh, maybe we can act like make like a little wall here. So a wall comes along here, and then we'll make like a little tunnel, like a fake tunnel that acts like it's going underground, and then it feeds this pool down here. That might be pretty cool. I do need to build a little mini wall. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, because this will be, if you walk through here, so this, the shards of Narcial right here. So you'll see the sword coming through this way. This is like the main path you can take. And then when you come around here, you can look to the right, and then you'll see, I'll remove some of these trees. And you can see a waterfall. Like that. So that's where the waterfall is going to go. Gonna make it a little bit easier. I'll dig this out a little bit. Oops. That's okay. Do this. This will be where the waterfall is. Like that. So the water should be able to grab onto this while it comes down. It's not just gonna float in the air, at least hopefully. And then this needs to get pushed out. Yeah. We can dig down a little bit. Okay, so we'll make like a little area for the water to go into, and hopefully it doesn't spill out over the sides. I need to dig down, I think, a little bit more. When you spawn in water like it, it'll fill up the spaces pretty quickly, and then it'll overflow quickly as well, before I get a chance to freeze it. So, We're gonna make a makeshift wall here. And then we can smooth it out later, just so it doesn't overfill. Something to catch the water. There. Alright. Okay, now we can spawn in the water liquid. Let's get my tool. So that's not it. Okay, so we're lowering the viscosity to 0. And then, yes, spawn water liquid. Oops. Ooh. Freeze. Did we get any spillover? Ah, shoot, we did. Yeah, it's not gonna work, so... Ah, it was almost. Okay, we'll try that again. But that's looking pretty cool. It's just a lot of water that comes out when you spawn it in. And I think this is acting like water too. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now I gotta delete the water. Equals water liquid. But how do we do it? I forget. Object ID equals water liquid. Remove radius equals 5. Perfect. Okay, get my tool again. And we'll start from like back here. Because I don't want to float. Oh crap. So yeah, otherwise I gotta grab my tool again and then I can freeze it. A little bit of spillover. Does it go into the path though? Oh, almost. Ah, so close. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Okay, this is good. It looks a little funny though. Shoot. Yeah, it looks a little funny coming down that hill. Okay, I'll try that again. Start from down here. Get my tool. And we'll spawn it in. Okay, let's see if this works. Tool, quickly, freeze it. A little bit of water. This spilled over a little bit. I'm gonna build up the walls a little bit higher. We're getting closer. Almost got it. ID. Oh, that didn't remove it. Okay, now it's gone. Spilling over too easily. This will look a lot better once we smooth it all out. I scooch this out a little bit to the sides. Nope, nope. Why is it doing that? No, go down. Ugh, crap. There we go. Good. A little bit more room here. That, and then we'll try this again. Okay, get my tool. And we spawn it in. And freeze. Looks good, but I think it's, yeah, too much water on the top. Shoot. A lot of trial and error with this. I think we did it, but there's a little bit of water coming through. That looks great. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure this water is like where I want it to be when it gets down here, so I might have to go a little bit deeper for this pool. Because once I remove this wall, it's gotta flow smoothly down here. Okay. I think I know what we need to do. That. Yeah. I want the water to like get into here before I freeze it, and then that's tough because I kind of have to line it up to what this looks like right here. That, and then I think we'll widen the pool out a little bit too. Okay, let's delete this. That. Okay. The wider it goes, the more shallow the pool will look when it's done. Then I'll do a little makeshift wall here. Yeah. Expanding it a little bit. Oops. Wrong button. Alright. Try this again. And freeze. Shoot, it's still coming down the hill. Let's see if it looks good though. Yeah? Looks like a waterfall. Let's see what happens when I remove these walls here. Okay. Let's see if I can cover this up with some stone. You don't actually run into the water. Okay, so I can mask that. It's like just this little area right here. This too, but that's okay. Can't really tell. raise this up and then we'll flatten it back down. See what happens. I'm gonna do this one more time. And then we'll see if that works. Lower this side. Water needs to get over here too. Fill this in a little bit. It's kind of cool once you freeze the water, you can see like what areas you need to change up and edit. Get your waterfall looking nice. Okay. A bit of smoothing. The wall back. I'll try again. We'll leave this in there so the water has somewhere to go if it goes down that far. Okay. Gotta learn how to manipulate liquid like that. It's pretty easy. You're just spawning in water liquid. Make sure you don't spawn in tar. So that's the dev command, spawn water liquid. And then I can put it in chat if you want it, but this is a infinity hammer tool. And it's all vanilla compatible. So so this is the tool that I'm using. So tool object ID, so it's water liquid. And then liquid volume, it's changing that viscosity to 0, so it essentially freezes the water in place. So you grab that tool, and then I can spawn in the water liquid now. I'm in debug mode, so that's why I'm able to fly around. So let's spawn in the water liquid. And then you gotta be ready to click. Once you're where you want it to be, click to freeze it. And hopefully it didn't spill over too much. Let's see if that caught it. No water there, perfect. I think this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we got it. Heck yeah. Okay, let me put this code in chat. I'll put 2 codes in chat, hold on. So it's this one. Copy that. 1 second, let me pull up the page. Gotta go into YouTube real quick. Okay, here you go. You'll need that tool right there. And then there's one more thing we have to add to that. Let me just grab it. This prevents it from updating and saving constantly, which helps with performance. But then it's after you do that, then you change the save interval to 1E30, which is like the end of the universe. That's how long it'll take for it to save again. So click on where, so you have your little tool here, then you just adjust the radius, make sure where you spawned it in. There's the spawn points right in there. Click, and then you'll see something happens with the water. It kind of changes a little bit, but now that save, it won't save again for an eternity. So let me just paste that tool or that code. Put that in chat as well, so you can save that. Yeah, I got all my commands saved to a notepad. And then I just look at my notepad and copy what I need. And then, yeah, makes it a lot easier to build. So ta-da! Let's go ahead and get rid of these walls. And then we'll touch up the area. Second. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what terrain tool I'm using. I haven't looked at it in a while. It's a pretty good one. Thunderstorm. I think it's the blueprint one. Yeah. It's kind of cool. The blueprint mod comes with the terrain tool. What's it called? Plan build. I'm pretty sure it's plan build. Yeah. It's got the tool tab. And it's got terrain tools built into it. So this allows me to hold control. I'm holding space too, because otherwise I'll go down, but you hold control. You can smooth the ground out. And this is all vanilla compatible, which is wonderful for pretty much like making worlds that anybody can play. They don't have to download mods to check out what you built. Smooth this out a little bit. The water will kind of adjust a little bit too when you do this. So you just kind of have to figure out a way to work it back into the environment. I have no idea what this is going to look like when I smooth it out, but let's find out. Smooth it out. And then I got this, this terrain wasn't here before, so you could use your raise ground tool, but sometimes it won't go high enough. So you can copy this down too. You can spawn in dev ground, so it's dev ground 1. Let's see if I can find it. Somewhere around here. I think I passed it. I'll just copy it if I can't find it. So spawn dev ground 1, and then you can edit the position. So let me just find that real quick. That makes it super easy to edit the terrain to, especially for waterfalls. Oh crap, it's bugging out on me, hold on. Can't alt tab right now. Let's get rid of that, okay. Oh, Windows. Yeah, Windows is bugging out. I'll paste it in the chat later for you. Yeah. Let's see how this is looking. Water kind of flowed down here, but that's okay. Oh, we got some water back here. It may have gone too far. Let's see. I think it's underneath this building, but that's fine. This we don't want. We don't want water here. So I might have to redo it actually. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna leave it like this. We'll do another wall. And then I'm gonna extend the wall this way so it doesn't flow through. I'll have to do it one more time. Because it's getting into this building for some reason, even though the water doesn't show up here. It can just like melt through the ground. And I think it's because I was using the terrain tool. Sometimes the water doesn't recognize the terrain tool ground that you edited with. Okay. This might be the one. Let's try it again. Remove radius 5. I get my tool. Not the save one. Viscosity 0. Alright, let's try it again. Spawn water liquid. I gotta do this pretty quickly. Like there. Not a lot of water down here. I don't think any water got through. It's still getting through on this side. So I need to extend the wall a little bit. Just to make sure it's recognizing the ground. Just kind of touch it up with the vanilla tool. So I think it's just going through the ground at this point. But I don't know. Water liquid just, it's really funny how the way it acts. Okay. Alright. Getting close. Got my tool. And freeze. I froze it a little early, but let's see if there's any spillover. Nope, okay. We'll do it again, but let it run down a little bit more. before I freeze it. Got the tool still selected. And freeze. Beautiful. No water. I think we did it. Some water in here. If it looks good though, what I'll do is I'll edit this ground. I'll put some stone down. Cause right here, yeah, see? It's getting through here. I want to keep the build as original as possible. I don't want to edit it too much, but this is looking good though. This pool looks good. Just spills out here a little bit too much. Okay. On water liquid. 3, 2, 1, boom. Yeah, I think it's just gonna melt through. Don't know why it's doing that. Try and create another wall catch for it. If that doesn't work, then I'll just put down stone, cover that up. Cool thing about this though is like you can edit it really quickly. Like I'm getting a lot of iterations done in like, you know, just a couple of minutes. Doesn't take that long, so that's a good thing. Just you gotta do a lot of finessing to get it right. And the distance matters too. Like I'm pretty close to my build, so probably gonna get some overflow. That worked. Like the water caught in here. Okay. So yeah, it was spilling through. And catching there. I think we did it. That looks great. Alright, let's smooth everything out and see how it all looks. Might look a little funny with the water, the way it's frozen. See what happens if I raise the ground here. He's just gonna keep going up with it. Kinda looks funny. Like, what's happened if I keep doing this? It's a little water spout. Yeah, I don't know. Looked kind of funny. We'll figure that out later. But let's just smooth everything out, then I can cover it up with something. Nope, not that. We are terraforming. Nice. See what this looks like when I take out the wall. Oh. Oops. Splish splash. cultivate it a little bit. I'll add some grass back here to kind of mask the water at the top. And then we'll add some trees. Happy little trees. Bob Ross style. Maybe like a sideways tree, kind of falling over from the water. That's awesome. Oh, that looks good. Wow. Just kind of to jump to see it, but like right here, you can kind of get a glimpse of it. I'll remove this bush. Bush 2. Object remove. I can't wait to shoot a cinematic video with this. It's looking good. Happy. Let's compare that to the first waterfall. Yeah, I need to fix that with the rocks. We're gonna change that up. That's looking good. Complete. I'm gonna raise the ground up on this side. Kinda worried what's gonna happen, but it needs to be like a little bit more even. Does it? Shoot. Well, let's see. Ooh. Okay, so it's gonna lift that water up. Shoot. Okay, yeah, maybe not. The water starts below there, so if I do this, hopefully it doesn't sneak up the hill. Ooh, shoot. Why is it doing that? Shoot. Yeah, so that's the problem. You start editing ground after you place water, it can just freak out on you. We don't want that. What if I push the water back a little bit? Like this, just delete that. Should drop back down. Okay, good. We got kind of like this area behind it to work with. And then I think we throw in like stone pieces to mask the space that's left over. Shoot, did not want to do that. Ooh, making funny shapes. Why did it do that? Shoot. Yeah, we have to spawn it in again. Dang it, messed up. Alright, I'm gonna delete this. Almost had it. Yeah, I was trying to edit the ground around it. I need to edit this cliff so it's even with that. Gonna remove this tree. Okay. I wanted this to come out a little bit more, which I did not do. You gotta make sure your ground is pretty much set to where you want it to be before you spawn in the water. Okay. But now I pretty much took down the walls down here, so alright, well let's give it a go. See what it looks like. For you. Shoot. And it didn't go over the edge. Too much space up top. Okay. was so close to getting that done. And maybe have like another layer for the water to come down onto. Yeah, it's still not overflowing. Okay. Now it's got room to come down. I think it's too far back now. When it's kind of spilling over right away, so I'll move the ground up a little bit more. The water's gonna start freaking out, but that's okay. Okay, I'll remove that. Alright, let's try this again. This is tough. Shoot. That does look good. Okay. Let's see if we got spillover. Nothing there. And that actually worked. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. I need to smooth this out without disturbing the water too much. That looks really cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. Maybe I can smooth that ground out a little bit, but I think what I'm gonna do is save the file. And then I think I should make a backup of it. Let me see if I can do that right now, actually. Hold on, without exiting the game. Don't know if I can. Check. No, it's... Windows is like freaking out. Does not want me to like alt tab or anything. There we go. Smooth wall. Okay. Give it some paint. You're cultivating. Got some grass. And let's decorate it a little bit. What should we do? Bushes? One of these guys. Make it look like there's more of a forest back here. Get a big tree in there. Oh, it's a rock. What rock is this? That's a heath rock. We can add a rock here to make it look like it's kind of like a spring or a tunnel that it's coming out of. Just not, you know, simply spawning in like that. We'll make it small. Actually, object. Our hammer. Rock 4 Heath. Scale. Let's not fractured scale. Equals. Let's do 0.2. 0.2 and then 1. Nope. Let's try 0.2. A little bit too much. 0.6. And then try and flatten it out a little bit. I think that's like the width. Wait, 1. Oh. Okay, yeah. Maybe not too much. Go like 0.3. And then 0.3. There we go. They're a little too round on the bottom. They should be more flat. Use a different rock. Rock. This one. These ones are pretty cool to use. 0.5, 1. Is that right? No. 0.5. Trying to make it thin. Ah. Might be a little bit too long, but let's see what this looks like. It's like a shelf of some sort up there. Okay, cool. Getting somewhere. Hammer. Rock for coast. And with this, I can make some sort of like entrance. Make it look like that's where the water's going. Into like a little tunnel. Like it's been engineered to do that. I'll do like an overflow wall here. Just in case like the levels get too high, the water. No, didn't. See if that interferes with the view. Nope, not really. Cool. So yeah, I got a couple layers here. I don't need... Yeah, there we go. Just... And let's make sure that's invincible. Giving them infinite health, so they can't be torn down. Beautiful. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. I have water. Alright. Let's do a little walkthrough here. Before I forget, we're gonna edit this staircase. I forgot to put these here. They've been like that forever. Oh, that's funny. Not even sure what this room is, but that's alright. Delete that, but just taking a look at what we got so far. I'm gonna take those rocks from over here. Don't know if they're, I think they are the same. But let's try this. Yeah. Object, remove. Bum 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 bums. This makes it look more like a roof. too chunky. 2, 0, let's do 1.0. Kinda cool looking. Mm, 2.8. Rotate, rotate. I get to look just right. Mm. Alright, here we go. Almost done with this. Push that in a little bit. Okay. This I'll probably have to redo with the water sticking out like that. It should go more straight back. But that's just the water behind it, so I can fix that pretty easily. Okay. There we go. I'll start blending that in later. Oh, we got 2 waterfalls down. That adds so much to the area, because down here when you first come in, this is where the water eventually leads to. It's down here and out into the river, which goes to the ocean. So it looks like it's coming down from the mountains now. Or before it was the pool would kind of end right here. This just looked like its own pool, but now we've got that coming in too, which looks so cool. Can you see from here? Maybe not. Kind of catch a glimpse of it. Here though, oh yep, you can see it from here. Wow. Change the time of day real quick. I'll probably add some lighting up there, just give it some like spawn helmet. Let's do 4. Pick those up. Put one of these on. Okay. Wonder if I can do like illumination. See what this looks like. No, we don't want to do that. It's too large. We can light up the waterfall a little bit. I just put it like right on the edge of it. See what happens. Oops. Ignore that. That's an FX trigger. Oh, other way. Dang it, I always get that backwards. It's the opposite of that little notch. Okay, it's got that. And rotate. Rotate. Take off this. Maybe farther back. Kinda hard to see where it's rotating. It doesn't really light up the water. It doesn't reflect off of it. If we do like, can't light up the rocks maybe? Okay. Yeah, we can light up the lower area. That's cool. Actually, I like that. Then what else can we add to it? Make it glow. What's the glowy bits? Blue. That. What else? This? This glows a little bit more. Gonna test something out here, just go crazy with it. Will this show through the waterfall? Don't think it will. It's not bright enough. Wow, even if it's just below the water, it's just like, nah, you're not shining through. I really want to look up what this game is. Hold on. Won't let me alt tab for some reason. I'm gonna Google real quick. What is the motor drops? Valheim. I think it's motor tiers. Dragon tier. Get that ID. I think it's just dragon. Oh, that's not it. It's just internal ID is dragon tier. Where object. That's what it is. Yeah, the glowy bits. There's a way for me, I think, to make those not pickable. You gotta be hidden. Here's to see if there's an effect that comes with it. FX dragon. Oh. Gonna look a little bit with it better with that lighting. It's kind of cool. The water's hidden back there, so you won't see it until you actually explore a little bit more. Yeah, this really pulls it all together, so it still feels like you're in the valley, but you can still see snow up there, at least on the trees. How the heck did what are you doing? Yeah, here you can see the mountain. Wait a second. I had archways put up. Did I mess up a save? Oh yeah, these guys. I had archways put up like over here. Could have thought. Huh. I may have messed up a save at one point without realizing it. These guys are supposed to be like here. weird. Kind of tripping out over that. Like, I'm gonna go back to spawn, make sure everything's where it should be. So I definitely have archways there, just don't know what happened to them. Let's spawn this way. Yep, this is alright. Oh no. I think I literally did an old save somehow. Something's not right. Oh wow, okay. Well, good thing I backed up my files. Because this is an old save somehow. I don't know what happened. Weird. Alright, well, I need to figure out what happened to the old files, so... That's really weird. I've got an old file that I'm using. Oh, I'm gonna log out from the server. Good thing I noticed that before I got too far. So that was a Patreon download, but I updated the Patreon file like 2 days ago, so... Huh. Yeah, I'll have to revert back to an older save. That's really weird. Alright, well, I'm just gonna end the stream there. I gotta figure out what happened to that, but... I guess, thanks for joining. We'll see you later. Have a good one.